back at it again, and one of you guys made me aware of something that recently went down that I had no clue about. And there was no way once I saw this that I wasn't going to talk about it with you guys. There's absolutely no possible way. Like, I just had to, because it's just too juicy. It's too funny, man. It is absolutely too hilarious. But before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. All right. And make sure you guys are following me on social media. Those links are down below in the description box. Instagram, Twitter, Truth Social, Discord server, all of that good stuff is down below. And with that being said, let's dive in. Now, so I'm sorry, excuse my laughter, because this is just the funniest thing ever. So apparently AOC came out with a documentary. Yeah. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I believe that's how you say her full name, came out with a documentary. You know, like Candace Owens, like Matt Walsh, you know, like Larry Elder and those guys. You know, an actual documentary. And it was put out into theaters. Listen, did all of y'all know about this documentary going on? Because I know I sure didn't. I legitimately had this much of a clue that she was releasing a documentary. That much. Now, I think that speaks to a couple things. One, her marketing team absolutely sucks. Absolutely sucks. The media is controlled by leftists. So the fact that you couldn't get on every talk show possible, every show available, and get on the news, you know, twice a day, every day, your marketing team sucks. You know, if I was a leftist, there's no way that my documentary would flop, because I'd be everywhere, because I could go everywhere. I could get on any and every single show. But I'm gonna show you guys this trailer, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit more, because it gets really, really juicy. I'm gonna shut up now, and let's jump into this trailer. Check this out.
Fighting for change politically requires faith.
We are building an army of young people to stop the climate crisis and create millions of good jobs for our generation.
Everyone wants to talk about this dispassionately, but this is the world that I will raise my kids in.
The more centrist wing is arguing that they want to maintain the status quo.
Ain't nobody gonna keep us down.
This is going to be the moonshot of our generation.
Moments of crisis crack open the window of possibility.
We just climb that mountain.
Sometimes I feel like my job is to get my hands dirty. You're not going to trick us. Hell no.
Now is the time to leverage our power. We have tens of thousands of new people joining.
We just climb that mountain.
We're in the battle for the soul of the Democratic Party. Make them feel like they're going to lose their seats if they don't support this.
As long as there are people that you can poison without consequence, there will always be a loophole that the fossil fuel industry can exploit.
It's possible to both decarbonize and keep equity and justice at the center. That was classy. Oh, thank you. I'm not often called classy. Tell my mom.
The media is expecting us to fail.
Some of us have to actually live the future that you all are setting on fire.
We're going to make historic investments and we'll seize the opportunity.
We got the candidate that was nominated to come to us.
We're either going to go out in a blaze of glory or we're going to win what we want.
America has faced threats before and come out stronger.
When you're one step away from success, that's when they want you to think you're the furthest. But you are close. You are close.
So, that was the trailer for AOC's documentary. And, you know, I found it ironic that she said that she made that statement towards the end, and I'll run it back again. What she said right here.
One step away from success, that's when you're one step away from success, that's when they want you to think you're the furthest. But
when you're one step away from success, that's when they want you to think that you are the furthest. I gotta admit, I like that quote, but I think she said it in regards to the wrong thing. I think she meant that for conservatives and not her little posse of social justice warriors. Now, the reason why I wanted to dive deeper into this story is because of this. Check out this headline. AOC's climate change doc earns a dismal $80 per theater average for shocking opening weekend. $80 per theater. Now, I don't know nothing about theater numbers, but $80 doesn't sound good, especially in today's time. You can't even get a tank of gas for $80. How much is a movie ticket these days? I haven't gone to the movies in a long time. I'm assuming a movie ticket is at least $15-20. So, like, what? 4 people watch that? I'm sorry. That's just hilarious. And then the chick somewhere in the documentary said, the media thinks we're gonna fail. No, we don't think. We know. But let's jump into this a little bit deeper. I'm sorry, but this is just hilarious. A new documentary focusing on AOC and other activists pushing for the Green New Deal flopped on its opening weekend, earning just $80 average per theater. To the End is the latest. So I think that's the name of it. To the End is the latest political documentary from director Rachel Lears, who previously directed Knock Down the House, which focused on Ocasio-Cortez, among other politicians. That 2019 film debuted on Netflix. Interesting. So this isn't her first time. It's not Rachel Lear's first time, but it's not AOC's first time being on a film. That's interesting. I didn't know that. The climate change centered follow-up debuted in 120 theaters this past weekend and brought in under $10,000. That's hilarious. According to the data from Box Office Mojo, documentaries typically make their way to streaming these days, and the box office has still struggled to have a full comeback following the shutdowns. Still, the presence of a celebrity like Ocasio-Cortez front and center in the documentary would seem to be a selling point that would earn more than $80 in a theater. And that's another crazy thing as well. AOC is kind of like the Democrats' big ticket, you know, like they're big celebrity in the group, you know, like they're it factor. And she sold $80 per theater. I didn't even know there was a documentary going on, which is just crazy to me as a leftist. Like, that's inexcusable. That's inexcusable for not everybody in the country to know that you're dropping a documentary. You own the entire establishment. You own all of media. Is there something I'm missing with this? Her marketing team sucks. There aren't many documentaries at the moment to compare to The End, but a film with similar theater count outperformed it plenty this weekend. The Mean One, a horror tale from Atlas Distribution, inspired by a children's story of the Grinch, earned an average of more than 1,300 from 162 theaters in its opening weekend. People would apparently rather sit through a bloody Christmas movie than hear Ocasio-Cortez pontificate. And I think it was hers was in more theaters. That one was in 162. Okay, never mind. This one was in more theaters, but still an average of 1,300 from each theater, which I knew $80 sounded like something that was just very, very, very low. 1,300 seems pretty low as well. That doesn't seem like a lot either. I mean, obviously, I would love $1,300 in my pocket. But 1,300 sales from that sounds kind of low to me. If anybody knows anything about movie ticket sales and per theater, let me know like true average numbers. But 1,300 seems a little bit low. But hey, you know, if anybody want to send me a care package for 1,300, I would appreciate it. Okay, don't get it wrong. You know, for my personal pockets, 1,300 is a lot, right? But just for theater sales, I feel like that sounds like a very, very low number. Another political documentary released this year was Dinesh D'Souza's 2,000 Mules, which spread, oh my goodness, unproven. Oh my goodness. That film earned just under 1.5 million in theaters, according to Box Office Mojo. So D'Souza's film earned 1.5 million and AOC's earned 10,000. Now, granted, his film was released a lot earlier this year, but if your opening weekend only makes 10K, I don't think you have a serious shot of reaching 1.5, let alone even $500,000. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I don't need to read any further into that. I mean, you got the gist of it. Absolute flop. Don't you love to see it? Don't you love to see it? Listen, we aren't very far away from victory. Isn't that what AOC said? AOC, can you repeat that? Can you repeat that quote for us, please?
When you're one step away from success, that's when they want you to think you're the furthest.
When you're one step away from success, that's when they want you to think that you are the furthest. They want us to think we're the furthest. We're one step away. And that one step is 2024. That is the last and final step. Because whoever we put in there between Uncle Trump and DeSantis, it is over for the establishment. It is over for the woke crap. Man, DeSantis is a little bit more of a wild card when it comes to the establishment. I think I need to do some more digging into DeSantis, but DeSantis don't play no games either. Okay, I rock with DeSantis. I would prefer Uncle Trump because I know he's going in there like a bull in a china shop. I mean, he's tearing the entire establishment down. All of those swamp creatures, those swamp monsters, they will be exposed. The swamp will be totally drained. It will be bone dry. Them swamp monsters aren't going to have anywhere to hide. Okay, they're going to have to skedaddle. With that being said, I feel like either one still would be the end of the woke BS, at least. Now, we can get into some minute details, but I'll spare you guys from that. But it'll be the end. That is the final step. That is it. We're one step away. And I think it's very, very winnable. More than very winnable. I think it's an almost certainty, you know? Knock on wood, you know what I mean? I don't want to speak too soon. But we did win midterms. Now, was it the red tsunami and everything else that, everybody was predicting, including myself? Nah, it wasn't. But we learn from our mistakes. At least I would hope that we learn from our mistakes. We talked about it here on the channel. I'll spare you guys that whole conversation. We learn from our mistakes. We improve on those things. We come back in 24, and it's over with. One step away. They want us to think that we're super far, but really we're only one step. I mean, and you see stuff like this where AOC struggles to sell tickets. Even though the left owns basically all of the media, you struggle to sell tickets. You sell a dismal $80 average per theater. That says a lot to me. That says a whole lot. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.